Hey everybody, it's Jim here, and today we're going to be doing another guitar comparison, this time between two that are vastly different in costs and where they are made. This is my 1960 Fender Custom Shop double bound Journeyman Relic. This is a Fender made in Japan hybrid 60s in the lovely Sherwood green. Now originally what I wanted to do was make a full video on this guy, however this sold overnight, so I gotta get this packed up and shipped out, so I figured I would do the comparison before I sold it out. Now, part of the reasons I wanted to compare these two guitars happen to be the pickups, believe it or not. This has hand-wound 58 pickups in the custom shop. These have the regular production American Fender 58 pickups in this one, so I thought, why not see? I mean, obviously there's going to be some variance between the actual woods of the body as well. This one is made of basswood, this one is sheer alder, so I mean it's going to have a little bit of an impact, but I wanted to see just how close these two might sound to each other and if it's really that huge of a difference. So without further ado, let's hear what they sound like. Now, I did my best to make sure the pickup heights were as close to each other as possible between the two instruments, because that's a big variable when people are comparing guitars like this. And the only other thing I have to say going into this before I start giving my analysis is, in the room, it's very obvious to me which one is which, but I'm not sure how that's going to translate over YouTube, you know, compression and all that fun stuff, although I don't think it's as big of a gap as some people like to make it out to be. But that being said, this guitar, despite the fact that it weighs 2 ounces less than the Hybrid 60's Telecaster, it just feels like more substantial in my hands. I don't know if it's because of the wood on the neck. I know that they're both rosewood on the fingerboard, but this is a different grade of rosewood. This is a AAA. I don't know if that has something to do with the fact that this just feels a little bit more solid to me. And outside of that, just playability, this is a Fender Custom Shop instrument. This guitar plays absolutely flawlessly, and it's a really, really tough ask to ask a made in Japan production model line guitar to be able to compete with it. However, with that being said, this is a damn good guitar that you wouldn't need to put a single dollar into, and you can't say that for all of the kind of Fender import ones. Some of the made in Japan ones come with less than desirable electronics and pickups in them. You could say the same thing for Fender Mexico. The fretwork on this is incredible at this price range. There's guitars that are like $2,000 that don't come as well kind of finished and refined as the Fender Hybrid series, and I get plenty of them. I love those guitars, and there's a reason I keep getting them. I adore the fact that they continually offer custom colors, whereas stateside we don't have all the kind of variations, and it's nice to be able to pick something out that really is unique. Now, outside of some different wood and pickup specifications, if you were to pick these guitars up, you would be able to tell which one is which straight away, but that's not because of the neck thickness. They're actually very similar in that sense. That has to do with the finish on the back of the neck. If you are somebody who likes a very fast playing guitar, this guitar with its satin neck on it, it's flawless. It's just so effortless to play, whereas this has the nitro finish neck on it. I prefer the nitro finish neck, but it takes a little bit more, it gets a little bit dirtier, kind of clumps up on the back of it. So if you kind of ignore your instrument, which I definitely don't recommend doing, especially if you have one as nice as this, keep it clean. Just keep it clean. Then it can be a problem. But to me, I can definitely tell the difference between the two of them, between just picking them up. And despite the fact that the weights are really similar, the pickups are very similar. They both have rosewood boards, both have the modern radius, like I said. There still is a significant difference in both the way they feel and the way they play. They're each their own thing. And I think my main takeaway from this is I genuinely just appreciate how much value you really get with the Fender Japan stuff. And I know it seems like I dog on Fender Mexico quite a bit on this channel. It's just because I know where to get these, and I offer these for sale when I get them in. Like this just sold for less than a new modified Vintera. That's what I sold it to somebody for, and this is a much better instrument in my humble opinion. So if I were you and I was in the market, obviously this is the dream. This is what I worked for. This is what I saved for the better part of almost 2 years to be able to rebuy. But if you're somebody who wants a Telecaster with no frills, that's gonna do a great job out of the box, not need any sort of modifications, not leave you wanting anything more, take it out to gig or to record, Fender Hybrid line, this 60's Telecaster is just, it's gonna fit the bill, and it's gonna do it at a very, very reasonable price. But as far as the custom shop comparisons go, I have 2 more planned. One of them is going to be against a very high-end production model from Fender versus a Fender Custom Shop. I'm very interested to see how those two are gonna hang. I just need the exact models to match before I'm able to do that. That should be something fun in the future. And I kind of want to do it against a bassline guitar. When the Harley Benton is all finished, we can have our fun with it. Sure, this guitar is gonna smoke it, but I mean, let's just see how much fun we can have and how close the Harley Benton can get in terms of, you know, getting you somewhat there on a very, very, very different scale of budget. However, that's all I have for you guys today. Leave a like if you enjoy the content on this channel. I really do appreciate that. And when you comment, it also helps the algorithm know that you did enjoy this, and it is more likely to share it with other people. You do those 2 things, and that would help me out a lot, and it's free. So subscribe other than that, and I will see you tomorrow for a different guitar related video. Take it easy, you guys.